Let's see. All right, so let's see what we got going on today. Let's look at TD first. Good morning, Drifter. Let's see. Top volume movers. Looks like SNTG right off the bat, 87%. What's going on over there? Um, no news that I see just yet. Next low float is Duo. I saw on I think Discord, I saw some people post some call outs as well this morning. Pull up Discord real quick. Okay, so this morning, let's see. Drifter said VRAX crashed. Yep. Um, DBGI did a reverse stock split. DBGI, where is that? I'll check that out. Let's jump over here to Street Smart. So VRAX, yep. Huge little fall off. I mean, that's why if something doesn't behave in time for everything to happen and then it just all of a sudden on low volume starts popping at the end of the day, I told Donnell, I was like, look, these are pump fakes. This thing ain't going nowhere. Especially on that weak news. It'd be a different thing if it had a stronger catalyst. So DBGI and Drifter said Xpeng XPEG. That's wrong. Edit. Wait, no, that is what he put in there. What is Xpeng's ticker? I do not know. Oh, SPEV. SPEV is what he had called out. Let's go look at that. XPEV. And then he called out RIG as well, RIG. Yeah, that's a great way to do your call outs is in the Discord. That way I just have them in the Discord. I can definitely look them up here. All right, let's see. DBIG, oh my goodness, up 11,000%. That's funny. That thing's gonna probably lose a lot of people money today. They're gonna see that 11,000%, and I don't know why somebody would buy that without checking the news, but anything's possible. All right, so let's see the news on some of these XPEV, especially. XPEV completes a million or a million. What? This isn't $1 million. This is completes RMB 964 million debut issuance of auto leasing carbon neutral asset back. Oh my goodness, they got so many words in here. I guess they're just trying to hit the algorithm, huh? Let's see. Tesla, China. Let's look down here in this news. This press release features multimedia, blah, blah. Okay, the issuance is also the first automobile leasing financing on the Shanghai Stock Exchange, focusing on asset-backed securities and specialized, sophisticated, and innovative new enterprises. So I guess they're making some financial moves to help out their company. we'll see how that one does. It's definitely had a gap up, but I don't know about that news. VRAX, not VRAX, DBGI is the next one. But it doesn't even have enough volume to be on the scan. Where'd it go? Man, have y'all seen did y'all see MULN how it died? This is why I don't trade these little penny stocks. It's like I just can't accept the risk factor here. This thing spent all day at 50 cents and then now it's at 25 cents. Moved 25 cents in just a few days, just grinded down and died. I can't understand I just can't see my capital in a stock under $1. I can't. But to each their own, man. To each their own. Think about somebody that took, let's say they took, this was 50 cents. So let's say if they took, I don't know, 5,000 shares and just were like, I'm gonna swing it. Well, now you're down 25 cents on your 5,000 shares. Unnecessary risk. Too much exposure. Too much chop. Let me see what else is up here. What's up, Daniel B? Is this a trading masterclass? I don't know if you would call it a masterclass. It's just an observation from, a random guy on the internet. I'm just looking through and seeing what makes sense, what news makes sense, what ranges make sense, finding the truth in the market because it exposes itself sometimes, which you can profit on. The truth is, if something goes down enough, it'll probably pop up a little bit. If something goes up enough, it'll probably come down a little bit, and that's what I play on. The probability of extension, overextension. Or I guess the probability of retracement, either one. But yeah, today is gonna be I want to see how DBGI is gonna do out of the open. Donnell called out SNTG. SNTG, what is the news on this kid? Why Green Hill shares climbed? Where's Green Hill shares? The company reported better than expected Q3 earnings or Q3 sales results. And that's about the only news that I see on SNTG. Dane B says, what about unemployment numbers? Is the market will react upside or downside? XPEV news are not moving market. And then Donnell says, stay away from SNTG. Let's see. SNTG came up here to the 537s. And the thing is, SNTG, the catalyst is not there. But this is Freaky Friday, so I don't know what can happen. Freaky Friday, things just, if it's the only low float left, people on Friday, for some reason, they just be starving. So I won't say it can't do anything on a Friday, because we have been surprised before. It did have a little top up here at the 537s. XPEV, does it have a top as well? And I'm looking at this hour chart. Looks like it came up here to the 825s there on XPEV. Not a real clear top though, but kind of going sideways there. So I don't know if that's going to be a top. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to put that in as a top. It's not clear enough. VRAX continuing down. DBGI, no clear top as well. Well, we know the 950s have been a clear top from a previous day, though. DBGI, and then RIG. I believe RIG always moves with the oil and energy, like CEI and some of the other ones. Let me look at the price of CEI right now. CEI not really doing anything impressive. Still down at 12 cents. So definitely not impressive. Rumble. Yeah, Daniel B, I don't know if you got into Rumble, but yeah, you definitely caught it back on one of these days. I forgot which one it was, but you definitely called Rumble. Took quite a nice little run back up there. I don't know if you actually traded that one, but it was a great call in the dip. Sober. Okay, we're seeing a lot of green in some of the higher float, larger cap stocks. Saba, Siga. But nothing up, nothing gapping up. So I say on Friday, you might as well trade where the volume is. No reason to run away from the volume. As of now, SNTG is where the volume is. So instead of trading where the volume is, observe where the volume is until SNTG just fails. Fails to the point of no return. What's up, Lori? Have about going into 10 minutes to the bell. A little bit lighter volume on this Friday, but usually Fridays start like this. It's really not a real standout, and then we have some kind of random popper. But I do expect most of these that are on the open that are up to definitely go down some more on Friday for a good, nice little sell-off. People want to take that profit. All right, so the SPY is right above the 375s right now. Still digesting that Fed news, I guess. No real serious movements up and down or up or down, kind of just in this range between 380s, 380s, almost 390s, and down here to the 370s. I'll be very careful with XPEV because it is not an obvious up or down trend right now. It just kind of gapped up and went flat. So it could be some nice fake outs on a breakout on that one. If we look out here on SNTG, the price right now is 452, so it's up here above the 200 moving average. It had and it looks like it gives back profit a lot too on SNTG. Look at this big spike up on this day here, which was 829. What was 829? August 29th. That was on a Monday. It popped and then lost everything throughout the rest of the week. So definitely will give back some profit on SNTG. So be careful on that. Previous top up here, 587-ish level. 570. And also it just doesn't have the catalyst to do that. Doesn't look like. Okay. Need to add phone to our what? Add a phone. Let me see what this guy's talking about. Add a new number, invite for teams. Okay, let's see what he says. All right. You know what? I probably need to open that up too. We got about 5 minutes to the bell. SNTG, we're expecting to definitely be choppy. But there will be some FOMO buyers in this thing. We know that 537 is a kind of like an obvious top there. Right now, the hour is in red, but on the open, I mean, it could do a little quick checkup, but we'll see. The gap up was from the 330s up here to the 380s, so we'll see how it holds up these 380s as well. That gap, and see, does it want to go down and gap fill back to the 330s? Okay, I need to check on new. User, okay, and then teams. What kind of number did you want to add here? Distribution. Okay. Oh, okay, got you. Okay, so let's go find out. How to tells you calling from number 2. 14. Okay, so let's see. Team scheduled. Scheduled team. But you can, I think you can do that on both. Got about 50 seconds to the open. But I do know that they have local numbers that you can go through. Let me see. All right, markets are open. SNTG starting with some downwards motion. I'm expecting it to get a quick little pop up. We'll see though. Has the VWAP up here at the 520s. We'll see what it wants to do. At this point though, on the hour chart, It's got to push through a lot of resistance up here, so we'll see what it wants to do around that $5 level. It's at the 450s right now. Don't know if they're gonna have enough to push it all the way down through the 425. That's a nice little push down from where they are. That's a 40-cent drop. There it is, switchblading back to the $5 real quick, and that $5 is either going to be at some strong resistance, or it may jump over it and try to hold for a couple of seconds. That top on the hour chart, high of 489. 490s. Let's see the $5 test. Right below that $5, will it get destroyed? That's a whole dollar resistance level. It was not able to just bounce through it. So yeah. All right, DB. Losing those 90s as well. If we look out here on the level 2s, we can see the $5 has 13,000 right there. 13,000 sitting up there on the books, but we don't know what the real size is there. Where's the size down here on this one? I don't see any large size down here on the bid though. So they may have to find a wall because there's no obvious wall down here. But there's definitely an obvious wall at the $5. All right, so conference dial in. Okay. DBGI murdering on a murderous rampage to the downside. Very low volume as well, not even a million shares traded. Let me flip over here to the scans and see if we have any randoms popping up on the micro floats, percent gain. Why is this not showing anything? It should be showing something. There we go. So let's see what are the top gainers on the day. Top gainers that are low floats. It's going to be SNTG and Duo coming in here. Let me look at Duo. A little bit lower volume. Let's see if it has any news on the day. No real news on the day as well. Only $1.36. We'll take a quick look at that. And also let's look at the overall volume movers. Top mover is NIO. Then we got DraftKings, Apple, SNTG, XPEV, but everything is red as of now, except for Duo. So Duo has a little bit of a clear top here at right under the 150s. I always want to find that top first. 150. SNTG going down. Oh, it's halted down. Never mind. SNTG halted down. Drifter calling out PKBO. PK. Oh, somebody wants to spam the comments. Oh, okay. All right, we will block you real quick. And let's see. All right, so that is blocked. Cool. All right, anyway, PKBO. People be wanting to spam in the chats, man. PKBO, I see it moving downwards, down 18%. What's the news on this one, PKBO? It doesn't have a million shares traded yet, but we'll look at the news anyway. So why Green Hills shares climbed? Layden tell it initiates coverage on peak bio buy rating. So it just got a buy rating, and that's it on PKBO. Moving down very fast. That's what we that's a falling knife. You know, this thing was up here at $12, moved down here to the $3, popped up to 8, and now it's continuing its motion down. So not a favorite on the day. See where XPEV is. And then SNTG still has to come out of the halt. The SPY is right at 375 right now. And the Duo is moving on up. So the previous resistance was at 150. We'll see if it gets caught here. Move from the 125 up to the 150 again during intraday. Will it fail again during intraday here at the 150s? It's the only thing that is green right now, though, on since the open. We'll see if it becomes the top volume mover. In the low floats. Man, I've been practicing this new whole patience game, man. It's just got me so much more calm in my trades and everything. Just being patient, letting it work for me, not forcing anything. If it's not something that screams by me, I'm like, I'm good. Really understand patience and peace when you just sit there and watch the market and fight FOMO. And profit off of FOMO rather. Duo getting a little downwards motion off of that 150 level that we saw before. And this is why we like to see those clear tops form. And then for longs, we want to see a clear bottom form so we can buy off that bottom. Or either a clear bottom form or a clear bottom some previous support from previous days where it could bounce. DBGI bounced all the way up from 725 all the way back up here to the 846, forming some very long wicks now. Big range here. This is a 20 cent range on the level 2s, 820 up to 840. So definitely be careful with DBGI. BRX not really doing much. No press release on Duo. Yeah, that thing gave back everything. SNTG unhalted now. Coming back here to the 424s. People buying out of that halt, looks like. This first 15 minutes will be closing in 5 minutes. I just got a feeling we're gonna have something random that outdoes everything today that we haven't even seen yet. I don't know why. SNTG popping up there. So getting some buying above this level. So everything's making these longer wicks. But the only problem is, how is it going to make a new high? What's going to entice more and more buyers to buy their breakout? The high up here on this previous hour candle is a 603. So we got to let this one close. This candle here, high is the $5. So yeah, I mean, it's in a big indecision right now. Want to see those highs get challenged. SNTG also in indecision. RIG came down a bit from the 425s down to the 412s. DBGI just sitting on the $8 right now. Slowing down in the volume as well. Hasn't even reached 1 million shares, so it's got work to do. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. I don't really care about it. It's got to become a winner. Virax about to break to new lows, 170s, break below the 170. Traded that one yesterday for a small little gain, but it did not want to get up and go. Very weak catalyst. But even with the weak catalyst, things can get overextended. Remove that one. XPEV was the one that I said be careful of because it had no clear top here. It was kind of just playing around sideways, and yeah, we can see it dipping off now. On XPEV. A little bit higher float as well. All right, SNTG halted on the way up. 511, a lot of excitement there, but I think they're going to get destroyed here. The top side here is the 535s. I'm thinking it's about to definitely get some punishment here. PKBO down 22% now. Not something. Ridge breaking down, going all the way down to the $4 now. So again, for a day trade, maybe short. Maybe you had a strategy for some higher flows short. Maybe. Duo back red on this first 15 minutes now. Think about it. All you had to do is just use 15 minutes of patience and you wouldn't get caught in this. 15 minutes. Got to practice some constructive breathing during your wait. All right. What is this? PROF. No news on today. TMDX. Looking over here on my scans for percent gainers. CNET. No real news. Got some lower floats, but hey, this is how it is sometimes. And the thing is, on Fridays, it's a lot of FOMO trapping because it's a lot of things that just pop and they won't be on your scan until they're up like $2-3, with very little news catalyst, something you didn't even see during pre-market. But I'm gonna wait till SNTG opens for further observation. Let me see when it's supposed to be opening. Trade halts, SNTG 943. So it should be opening up at the 948.20. A little less than 2 minutes. I guess the thing is, the more SNTG halts, the more money moves up to the higher floats. We got a bunch of higher floats above it that are green. And people will probably be playing some of these dips on NIO, on AMD, some of these ones. Let's look at their daily charts. AMD is pretty flat. Red on the day. BABA had a little gap down, doing a gap fill here today, and then came down. What was the other one? Amazon down to $89 on Amazon, continuing the downwards move. $89. This thing used to be $2,000 a share. Wow. But it's not because they're doing bad or anything. It's because of that reverse split. Apple at 137. NIO. But I think the one with the most potential to get back up is Amazon, though. That is crazy. Are y'all willing to buy a little bit of Amazon for the next for the next couple of years? Under 100. SNTG unhalted. Came right up to this level we had previously marked, 535. Probably gonna give it a little test here, and then form this lower high. Let's see if it'll form a lower high. There's one to get all the way up there to 6. Can it hold the 535s? $540s, $539s. See if we can see out here on the ask where the size is for shorts. Not really seeing any large sizes sitting out there, so nobody's showing what they're not showing their hand here. 535 becoming that resistance again. This is why we, look for those obvious tops, because they could be that stronger resistance, especially for fake breakouts. If it comes back to that top, it's a pretty good sign that there's some shorts in there, especially making a lower high like this. From the $6 down to the 561, that's a 40-cent drop between highs. And it looks like they're trying to hold it above $5. But I think on this next candle, this next 15-minute candle, we'll see it back under 5. 535 becoming an issue out here on the tape and on the level 2s. Just kind of going back and forth over the 535s. All right, so a little bit of a chop fest right there at the top. The SPY did break down the 375s. Nice little push from the 377, $5 drop this morning. Duo continuing down as well, 125 bottom. So all of the small caps look like they have left the top 10 volume movers for today. Don't see any small caps here anymore, so they have fallen off. So now you really got to be careful trading small caps because they're not even on the top mover list. And anything else new that pops off has to compete with everything the top 10 on the day. So yeah, one of those days where you got to take quick profits if you're going to trade it, or just don't trade it all. Not trading is also a position. Very dangerous, choppy, micro float movers. They can't even compete with the larger movers. SNTG coming on down, could not hold that 535 top there, made a lower high. And actually, I didn't even see this. It's done this twice. That's a head and shoulders on the hour chart. Came up 562, came back up to the 562 and got hit again. So, and look at how much volume has come in on this downwards move. Over going towards 4 million shares on this 15-minute candle. The 30-minute candle will be closing here in 5 minutes, little over 5 minutes. So definitely some nice pushback on that. So yeah, now as of now, since none of the oh, appreciate that. Let's see who that was. David Brown, appreciate that subscribe. Definitely one of those days. And you know what I learned with all this trading, sometimes the market is almost like a clash. If you have time to just watch the market, sometimes they can save you so much money than just entering. Or I mean, even, you know, a lot of times they say, oh yeah, get into a simulator and all that, but it's like if you just watch the movements of whatever range of stocks that you want to trade, or if you can find one stock like Daniel B trades a firm, he trades Rivian all the time. So you can find like one stock and observe it and see how that stock performs over time. You can just, I mean, it's almost like a friendship almost. Sometimes that friend does some things you hate, but a lot of times you understand that friend and you end up getting along just fine. But with the small caps and the low floats, it's a little bit different because they're so sporadic and their ranges get so big. So it's a lot of unpredictability, and so because of that, I really focus on extension. I want those extensions that are, it just looks like it's overextended. I want to see those ranges go so far where it's like, okay, that's too much. I think it could turn around here. That's what I'm looking for, because buying in the middle can get you torn up. Buying around VWAP can get you torn up because it can blow up from VWAP to the upside or the downside, and your money's gone, or you made money, but it's too much of a 50-50. With the extension plays, you increase your probability for a reversal. But yeah, today SNTG getting pummeled after that little gap up, false gap up. Well, not false, but it actually gapped up, but it wasn't a real gap. Like, we know gaps will open up, $1 higher, something like that on some good catalysts. With low floats, it's safer to short. Well, I mean, unless you're see, with my trades, the way I'm trading, it's safer to go long. If you go long or if you go short where I go long, you're gonna lose money. What I'm looking for is these overextensions. Like, let me see a good example of an overextension that I traded. Well, it's a couple of things I'm looking for. I'm not just looking for overextension. It's also dependent on the volume and the actual range on the day, like the average true range. I kind of look at that as well. How much has this thing, because the open hour or the open 15 minutes, that range could be so much bigger than what the range is going to actually close down into. So I want to find out, hey, how much can I make from this stock? Can I make 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents? Because I'm not really, my risk is about 6 cents per trade, right? But the gain that I'm getting is like 20 to 35 cents when it does rip. So I'm like, okay, that's great. I'm trading 300 share blocks, and if it wants to go, great. If it doesn't want to go, risk 6 cents. So what's 6 cents? 18 bucks, right under 20 bucks. If it wants to go and bless me with nice 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, hey, great. But yeah, I rather buy where the fear is building for the shorts. I mean, you can short. I'm pretty sure you can be pretty profitable, especially at the open, for shorting on penny stocks, because at the open we see a lot of times they get destroyed, and the shorts are just laughing their way to the bank. So yeah, at the open definitely, but during the times that I'm trading, if you go short, you're gonna get hurt. SNTG back into halts. 537, 2 cents above the previous resistance we saw at the 535. So we'll see how that opens, but definitely getting a little spotty with the popping around. Bounce down here to 469 and then back up. So this is the unpredictability I'm talking about. And on this play, it doesn't look like, you can't really look at this and be like, oh, it's extended to the top side, it's extended to the bottom. It's just going flat. So it's a 50-50. You buy, let's say, as soon as this thing opens up, you buy that breakout. What are you expecting? You don't have any information as to what way it's going. It's been going flat. So I just try to avoid the danger, man. The danger zone. Let me see when this thing's going to be opening up. Okay, why am I not seeing that? SNTG halted at 959. All right, go back and check at that 1004, 904, whatever. Okay, so for the higher floats, these are the ones that I was talking about. Dang B trades, Rivian, ASUN. I don't know if I have that other one in here that he always goes for the I think those are the two. DWAC still down here going flat. Surprised DWAC didn't get any pops after Elon let Trump back on Twitter. Okay. Seeing some Bino, I remember Bino. They did a 1-for-12 reverse split. Brought their price up to $1.84. DMRC. Where is the news? NASDAQ one bid price. TMDX. Smaller than expected. Trash. CNET Asia brand and Asia brand valuation agent issued a 2021 brand value report of ZW Data Action Technologies. So that's CNET. It's moving up, but it's lower volume though. I don't think any of the micro floats are going to compete with these top volume movers today. So we may just have to come back on Monday and see what's up. And plus, we're waiting to see what kind of actions the market will actually have once it digests the news of the Feds from this week. Looks like we're coming back over to SNTG, about to open up here. Should be opening at 0422. So in a couple of seconds here, it's going to pop open. Okay, there's the open. Popping up there. Will that 535 continue to hold this thing down? Getting a big pop up there right there to this previous high, $6. Very unpredictable, back into halt. Up, false halt there. Still a lower high there created. Previous high was the 598. This high was the 596. Missed it by 2 cents. Let's see if it can make that up. Going back down. Will it make it back down to the 535s again on this lower high? Crazy. Wow. Straight back down to that previous resistance level. It's just not obvious enough. Look at that. 535 is back into play. Is it into a halt going down now? We'll see. Will the halt, let's see if the halt alert comes. Or is this a false halt again? Yep. Halted on the way down now. Right back under the resistance. Obvious resistance here that we had. All right, Duo continuing down. Gonna remove Duo. SPY making its way back up, sitting around the 375s. Just going flat today. Nice little moves into the weekend. But yeah, that's crazy. SNTG. Yeah. Nothing in this one told me buy. This was like, nah, just sit and watch people get destroyed. So yeah, Lori, on this one, yeah, the shorts were probably heavy. Once they saw this lower high here, and I don't even know if this one is available too short. Um, Let me see. Go to Finbiz. Okay, there we go. SNTG. Is it available to SNTG? Or is it available to short here? Shortable, no. So not available to short on this one. So yeah, no shorts on this one. This is just people selling. People becoming sellers, buyers and sellers playing around in here. MULN continues to die off. I just love to see these little sub-dollar stocks just die after all the excitement and the pumping and all of that stuff. Just die. Die, die, die. Let me see when this thing's going to be unhalting here. Halted at the 10:05:37, so we should be expecting like right around the 10:11-ish, 10:10, 10:11-ish, somewhere in there for an open. We'll see how far this thing wants to drop. Problem is with this one, halting like this on a low or a weak catalyst, this thing can actually open up way down. Like it can actually open up way lower than expected. So we'll see if this thing opens up around the bottoms here, maybe the 430s, 420s. Lori says short low floats. I mean, you can buy at the end of the day and keep overnight. Next day you cover and make a lot of money. If it's a worthless penny stock like most are, those whom you know uh, they will have public offering are nice to short. Yeah, yeah, but I don't know, man. The problem with shorting is that you have an infinite amount to lose. Like that thing, if you think it's weak, like let's say if it's some of those weaker stocks that we see that pop on Friday, and you think it's weak and you're shorting it, and it pops for a while, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm down. Let's say if it closes, but I don't know. It's just hard to say. Like I'm holding a short overnight is just I don't know. It's definitely risky because you can take an infinite loss if news pops against you or anything like that. I don't know if it's worth it to hold overnight. Yeah, even if they pop, they all go down eventually. Yeah, but I don't know. Is the time that it takes to come down, will that be worth your time though? Like, yeah, it'll come down, but it may take a month to come down to bring you into profit. 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. You never know. And during that time, you're exposed to the market and you're exposed to new catalysts coming out on that stock. So I don't know. SNTG opened up, popping downwards right now. On the 15-minute, let's see what's this low. This low is the 460s. Nice little topping tail off of these highs. Great gasoline for the shorts to take action. Well, not the shorts, but people to continue to sell because there are no shorts on this one. Will they lose faith in this stock? holding around that $5 level there, but it has already formed a lower high, so I'm pretty sure it's going to continue going down. Let's see. Lori says, really look at all the daily penny stock winners during the last weeks. 99% died within 1 to 2 days after. Yes, but what about the price that you pay for short locates? You know, you still have to pay for those short locates as well. So, you know, and you need a margin account. So it's like, I guess I guess there are upsides, like you said. Most of them we've seen drop through the floor. So yeah, but still, there's still an equal amount of risk on both sides. Because if it was that easy, a lot of people would be millionaires from shorting, like a lot more people. But their backs get broken too. All right, so SNTG is looking like it's going to be grinding sideways for a bit. Yeah, I believe if this one could be shorted heavily, it would have already already eaten the dirt down here. But because it's not able to be shorted, it's able to kind of hold up here a little bit more because the shorts can't get aggressive on it. It's just depending on who's going to sell. Are there downsides of having a margin account? Not really. That's why most people are like, hey, I want to get above PDT. Let me get a and it also, I mean, you can get a margin account, but if you don't have 25K in there, you're still under PDT. You can only take what is it, three trades in a 5-day rolling period. So I mean, yeah, you can take 3 trades. You can short for those 3 trades. But you need to make sure those are winners. In the Discord, we were talking about taxes and some of the implications of taxes during trading. Um, and a lot of people aren't defeating their taxes each year from trading. So it's like you need to make sure. Yes, you can have a green. You can have like you can have a green week. You can have a green month, but are you defeating the rest of the taxes that you have to pay for any winnings that you made prior? That's it's a lot, man. Your account margin account, there's some upsides and downsides. There's upsides if you have 25K in there. You can just trade all day. You can scalp all day. But you know, you need to keep that minimum. Upsides and downsides, man. How do y'all do y'all's taxes for trading? Do you do it yourself? I do all of my taxes myself. Um, but I mean, I don't know. I've been doing my taxes for a long time. I've never really taking them anywhere to get them done. I just keep them all in a journal, write all of my trades down, or not write all of my trades down. I use the TraderSync platform to keep up with all of my trades, and then just do my taxes accordingly. And you're taxed basically on regular income unless you're trading in a IRA account, which is tax deferred. So, Daniel B, are you trading in a IRA? Or are you trading in a what kind of account do you trade in? 'Cause right now I'm trading in a regular cash account, not really a. It's just a brokerage account, not an IRA. So my taxes are not deferred. SNTG going on up there. And I guess the hardest part about doing trading taxes, the more trades you take that are green, the more taxes you have to keep up with. And I'm further understanding why people be like, oh no, I take like 2 or 3 trades. Dane B says margin. People say I take like 2 or 3 trades a week or two because it's so much easier to keep up with. If you take, let's say you take two 500 trades in a week, every one of those green trades, you got to go back, look at the profit, and the tax that comes out of there is based on your tax bracket. Each one of those that was a green trade. If all your trades were red, then you really don't have to worry about it. But every green trade, bruh, that's the hardest thing. So reducing your trading volume can definitely help out with that. A lot of people, I guess they don't do their taxes themselves. Maybe they take it to someone else, but you're bringing a headache to someone else taking all those trades if they're green. And then of course you have the deduction. I think it's $3,000 or something that you can deduct for losses. But still, are you beating the curve, man? Yeah, if you're a U.S. citizen, if you were ever a U.S. citizen, you still have the PDT rule, no matter where you go. You better change your citizenship. Better sign up somewhere else. I think you can have dual citizenship, but I don't know how that works when it comes to taxes. If you, I don't know. I don't think it eliminates you from doing your taxes the same way with and being under PDT rule. Hmm. You definitely shouldn't. If you're a non-US citizen, how hmm. That's interesting. How do you have PDT? How did you get trapped here? How did you get trapped here? What brokerage do you use, Lori? No, no, no. So that's the T2 rule. That's the T2 rule for a cash account. So that's probably why. That's you have a cash account, not a margin account. If you had a margin account where you are, you wouldn't have PDT. So, you could just transition the money you have to a margin account, because that's what definitely changed the game. Yes, Lori. Outside non US citizen, yeah, you would have no PDT. Lori said, I'm switching. She's on the computer right now. Let me get this. Yeah, yeah. You can use see the only reason I use a cash account and not a margin is because I know I'm gonna be on the PDT rule. So it's no point. But yeah, you got full advantage. Take advantage of your stunks and chumps. What's up? Hello and goodbye everyone. They accepted my offer, so I'm off to go pull out earnest money. Hey, great, great. Oh, getting that house locked in or that property locked in. SNTG just going flat here. Not looking too good for longs or shorts there. No small caps are really holding the top 10 movers. So we'll kind of just play it by ear. If you're gonna continue trading today, though, definitely be careful with um, all this that's going on today. I would say, look, if there's nothing that is screaming buy, if there is no catalyst that's like, hey, you need to get into this, I would say at the end of the week, just sit on your hands, man. Sit on your hands. It's just better to just come back when you have the catalyst. Don't and the biggest thing for me, I can't sit and watch. If I sit and watch the market, I just don't need to do it. I just turn everything off and just be like, okay, I'm done for Friday. If I don't see anything that's looking good, I need to shut it down because my finger will ease over there some kind of way without me looking and try to hit that buy button for some reason. Tries to force a trade, just an end of the week trade. So I just turn everything off and go on about my day because I know either way it goes, the day will be green, but I don't want to make myself go into the red for no reason. My last couple of trades have been green though, trading off the bottom of dips. But the only thing is, like Daniel always says, is the patience. Like I'm sitting there like everybody else is trading the highs and doing all that, and I'm just sitting there just waiting, just waiting. But I sometimes get paid off for the patience, so it works out. And Donnell plays the highs a lot, and I play the lows, so we usually trade the same stock. He trades the highs, and then when it drops, I'm like, all right, let's go, my turn. So it's kind of like ping pong. But it works out. If you haven't checked out the Discord yet, check that out. That's where a lot of our trades will be posted. If we see something that is looking good or we see news popping, articles, anything like that will be dropped in the Discord. We pretty much look at the markets all day. I mean, today I probably won't because everything looks drastically bearish in the micro floats. But usually on regular days, that's what we do. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tuesdays and Thursdays I gotta be out. I'm actually doing some work. But yeah, definitely check out the Discords if you're interested in that kind of community. If you have ideas, questions, or further comments after the stream, that's a great place to be. But yeah, we have now. My channel is a break off from the larger home channel of Framework Fortune. Framework Fortune, we got several different outlets going into crypto. Ben is our other creator, other main creator in Framework Fortune. He does a lot of content now on crypto and NFTs and all of that stuff. So if you're interested in a lot of that, sometimes he streams the stock market, but his focus is kind of shifted heavily to crypto and NFT in those spaces. So if you're interested in any of that, man, he knows blockchain and all of that stuff like the back of his hand. So, you know, he's definitely big into it. I dip and dabble in crypto. I stick my toes in here and there. But yeah, most of my footing is in the stock market, and most of my analysis and analytics will be coming from the stock market. So definitely we try to hammer in all the nails. You know, whatever you're interested in, you can come and be a part of the community. We do have the DLA DAO as well, which is a NFT project that we at Frame of Fortune have been working on. We have several developers. If you're interested in NFT or in project development, you can also reach out to Ben as well and be a part of the development team over there. But yeah, I think that's it. SNTG is looking like a death trap, so definitely be careful with that. And it's literally the only one that I see. So I'm gonna probably sit on my hands this week and just come back next week and be green. You know, I don't want to mess up my green streak. Now, on average, I've been taking about 3 trades a week. Sometimes I'll get in a trade, I'll get stopped out, and then I re-enter, and that's why I get like 2 trades on that day. But usually it's about 3 trades per week that I've kind of hacked it down to, and just trying to minimize stupidity in the market for real. But yeah, that's what I've been about. So I am about to go and make me some breakfast and go and chill out. I've had a busy week, so you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Kick your shoes off, and or if you don't work on the weekend, like me, I work all the time. So anyway, enjoy your weekend. I'm about to sign off, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.